Hey, how's it going, Tim? This is Jack and Nikki here with Mr. and Mrs. Leeds. We wanted to do this video analysis for you. Hope you got some insight out of that site auditor, and we'll provide some further insight here in this video. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get started. The first thing we did, we actually pulled up your website here on a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs allows us to look at the metrics of a website and see kind of what's been working out for you and what hasn't been. We did do a little bit of homework before we made this recording, and we know that this is a very new website. So we do have a lot of work to do moving forward. And the one thing that we have to watch out for anything that's a new website is to make sure that we are completely kosher with the things that Google's looking for in terms of your SEO. So that includes your on-page SEO and your link building schedule. And so that's something that we have to be very careful about, and this is something that you definitely need someone that knows what they're doing to be able to handle, because if you start over-optimizing your on-page SEO, it's going to be heavily penalized from the get-go, and you're going to have to wait 6 to 8 months before you start seeing rankings at all. The other thing is if you backlink too much, or if you don't layer that in with pillow links and other things, then that's also going to cause penalties as well. And so we want to make sure, since it's a new website, to make sure that we have all the elements that Google is looking for, and we'll have to do that. Now, in case you didn't know what a backlink and referring domain is, it's basically any website that points back to your website by a hyperlink. And so what I mean by that, Tim, is basically if there is a website out there that's called the adultsexblog.com, and in that post they say, hey, if you're looking for some new, fresh toys, go check out WeGotItAdultToys.com. And if the person clicked on that link, it would take them to your website. Now, that's considered a backlink, and it is a very important metric that Google utilizes to determine how authoritative your website is. And authority, in turn, determines how quickly you rank up in Google's algorithm, as well as how highly you rank up for that keyword. And so what we want to do is we want to build the authority on your website, but since it's a new website, as I was mentioning earlier, we want to make sure that we're very careful about how we go about building the authority on your website, because that's going to help us in starting to rank you quickly for all the keywords we want to go after. And so we want to watch out for that. We can definitely help you with this, because that's exactly what we specialize in, right? We focus on exactly getting you the kind of backlinks that Google's looking for, as well as figuring out exactly the way we should go about linking back to your website, because that's very important as well. Some of the other things that we've noticed is that your competition out here, it's just worlds apart compared to where you're at right now, right? So you're at 1 referring domain, 1 backlink. These guys have 179 referring domains on 2.74 backlinks. They've got 73,000 organic traffic. So you can see that the potential of actually getting invested in SEO and really starting to build out your business, there is so much money to be made in the sex porn industry, and there's a lot of potential out there. I mean, this is one website that we found. This website right here, banggood.com, has 2.3 million visitors per month. So if you can imagine that kind of traffic going to your website, how many sales, how many prospects that you're going to be able to get and be able to convert into sales that way is just off the charts. I've personally haven't seen this kind of traffic for almost any of the video analysis that I've done, and I've done a lot of these, and so the potential of this website is greater than almost any other website that I've done a video analysis for. So we can get into some serious business in terms of what we can offer you, but we also have to kind of get back and talk to you about kind of what you're looking for with your website, what your time frame is, what your goal is, what your marketing budget is, and then we can hash that together and come up with a plan of attack and really figure out exactly what we want to do for you, right? We won't want to make this video analysis too long. I'm not going to pull up your website because there's some adult themed content on there, and I don't want to get banned on YouTube. But there's some stuff like normally that I would talk about on the actual on page of your website to provide some further insight about what could help. The one thing that I noticed right off the bat though is you have to be 18 to enter, right? There is pornographic material on that website, so you need to make sure you have that disclaimer, or else the moment Google recognizes that, they're going to shut your website down real quick. So make sure you implement that as soon as possible, because you don't want this project to shut down. And then from there, what we want to do, Tim, is just to initiate the conversation. I'll leave my phone number at the bottom of that email, so we can talk over the phone if you'd like. Otherwise, we can just kind of chat by email. But like I said, we just need to get the ball rolling, ask you a few questions, and hash out a plan of attack and get going on this. All right? So I appreciate it again, Tim. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and take care. Thank you.